Animals that are definitely aliens, probably, according to me, a person who is deeply unqualified to make that claim. I've said this 100 times, but I'll say it again because this remains at the top of my list, the octopus. At this point, it would probably be harder to convince me that this is not an alien. First of all, they're incredibly smart. They can navigate mazes, solve problems, remember, predict. I don't know why that makes me uncomfortable, but I do not want any animals predicting anything, use tools, and take apart just about anything. From a crab, weird, to a lock, more weird. Based on everything I know about them, they can probably understand English. So if there are any octopus watching this, welcome to Earth. I will not be getting in the way of your global domination. Please do not bite me with your weird beak. I apologize in advance for showing a picture of one of your body parts that really appears private, but they do have a beak, which I do not care for. I could and should honestly do an entire video about octopus because they are fascinating creatures, but just visually speaking, this doesn't scream originated on Earth to me. Number 2, the pangolin. What is this? You mean to tell me that this is an animal from Earth? Okay. All I'm saying is if I ever made a science fiction movie, I wouldn't make new aliens. I would just put a bunch of pangolins on set and I would save so much money on CGI. The forced perspective in this photo makes it appear like this one is perhaps the size of a tree, which makes me uncomfy. I rest my case. The hagfish, which is honestly a very boring name for something that looks like this, petition to rename this the dongfish because I very sincerely apologize in advance for what I am about to show you. That's its mouth that they use to burrow through the body wall of animals, or they go through the mouth, gills, or anus. Perfect. They also are able to produce large quantities of slime, which if we're being honest with ourselves, that's very, very alien-y. And when they eject it, it mixes with the seawater and expands to several hundred times its initial volume. I, for one, do not want it to do that. Every picture gets worse than the last. This is like every genital you've ever seen, but make it one animal. That's the hagfish. All I'm saying is that if this were revealed to be the alien in a movie, you wouldn't question it one single time. You'd be like, yeah, that tracks. Very alien-y. I, despite all the drama, do really like animals. And as long as they stay in their intended habitat, we don't really have beef. This one I would like forcibly removed from this earth. But pink fairy armadillo, this one can stay. I like her. Does she look super earthy? No. These surfaces don't appear like they should be adjacent to one another. You know, like this looks very fluffy and soft. And then armor, that feels space-ish. It's tiny, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, which love. It does say that they're pink because blood is pumped into their shell, and I really liked pink as just like the aesthetic. If this is an alien, it's an adorable one, and so I like it. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because Instagram gets mad if you make a video that's over 3 minutes long for some reason, but I'll come back.